friends, today in this video I'm going to show you how to make tattai or nippattu. This is a famous South Indian snack recipe which these days we are mostly getting in the stores. Earlier we used to make this at home by our grandparents. Most of the time this and murku used to be one of the snack that used to be available at home. So now I'm going to show you a simple and easy method to make this nippattu at your home. The ingredients required for this recipe is rice flour 1 kg, chili powder 3 spoons, salt 2 spoons, unsalted butter 100 grams. I'm soaking chana dal half a cup and 7 to 8 dried chilies for 2 hours and 15 to 20 garlic pods with skin, 2 spoons of jeera cumin seeds, 1 liter of oil, 1 liter of water, approximately 3 to 4 glasses. So in a mixer, add 6 to 7 dried chilies and then around 15 to 20 garlic pods that we have taken. Take the garlic pods with skin, you don't have to peel the skin. Grind it to a coarse mixture like this. Now I'm taking 1 kg of rice flour and I'm going to add 3 spoons of chili powder to this. So I'm taking the Kashmiri chili powder so that it will give a good color and good spice levels as well for your tattai. I'm adding 2 spoons of powdered salt. To this I'm going to add 2 spoons of jeera. So jeera is good for digestion, hence I'm adding jeera to this. Now we're going to add the ground mixture of garlic and the dried chilies. So I'm adding garlic also to this so that there is no gas trouble because it's going to be fried in oil. Now I'm adding the chana dal that I've soaked for 2 hours. Mix everything evenly so that it doesn't form any lumps or the chana dal or the garlic and salt doesn't come in between when you mix it with the water into a dough. So evenly mix it without forming lumps, and then we are going to add the melted butter. I've taken 100 grams of unsalted butter. I've melted it and I'm adding to this. Again mix it evenly. Once you mix it, we're going to add water little by little. Basis the requirement to make it into a nice dough. You see there are lumps here and there, you just have to avoid that. Now I'm adding water little by little to this. I'm going to make a fine dough out of this mixture. So here I've added 100 grams of butter, right? So in case you want to add oil also, you can add oil instead of butter. So add big ladle of oil, 1 ladle of oil, hot oil. See the mixture now. I've added the required amount of water and this is the consistency that the dough has to be. So it should not be very hard, neither it should be very soft. When you roll it into a balls, it should be smooth and nice, just like a murku batter, how you net the dough. See, it's really soft. It's not watery, neither it's hard. So make small size balls and keep it aside. make 6 to 7 at a time, so that it was easy for you to press it into a flat shape. So there should not be any cracks in between. So when there are cracks, when you're going to press this the balls, it would crack in the sides, and when you fry it, it will not come well. So take a polythene sheet, add oil to that, and keep this ball in between. Put another polythene sheet on top, which also has to be greased with oil. I've taken a flat bottom vessel like this. I'm going to press this using that vessel. So you see a round shape without having to make it with the hand. So press it towards the sides and between, so that it is evenly flat. It is not irregular. So in the remaining batter, you can make balls like this, and you can press the shapes like how I showed you using a flat bottom vessel. So now we have heated oil, and we're going to drop this in the oil. So you'll have to drop it slowly, because the oil would splash on you if you drop it really fast. So now you see the bubbles coming up, and you will get a hissy kind of noise when you are frying it. So you would know that this is fried once the hissy noise is stopped and the bubbles have completely got calm. And it takes a little time to cook this, and you'll have to cook it on a medium flame, not in a high flame or a low flame. It should be a medium flame, so that this tatay or nipattu is cooked evenly. So you'll have to turn it to the other side now and then, so that it's cooked on both the sides. Now we see the bubbles and the hissy sound is slightly coming down. Once it is completely gone, so this is how it is looking. See, it's completely gone, and your thattai also has gone little browner. So this is the stage that you'll have to take this from the oil. So filter the excess oil that is available in this, and put it in a strainer. Likewise, repeat it for other ones. So I've showed you the quantity for 1 kg of flour, which you can store it for almost like a month in a airtight container. Okay, so this you can serve it to your kids during the evening times when they come from school, or you can have this as your tea time snacks, or you can put it in a box and take it to your office for your tea time snacks. So it stays crispy if you put it in an airtight box, and you store it in a dry place. You see, there's not much of oil that this has taken, so it is really tasty. Try this and share your comments. For more recipes, please subscribe to my channel.